Number 4 of the 13 principles of the faith, which I call the 13 descriptions of reality, is that God is timeless. He's out of the time-space continuum. And then the question is, well, how do we have free choice? If God knows what we're going to choose, then how do we have free choice? So one explanation is, well, God knows before you choose it, but he didn't affect the choice. But I don't find that satisfying. So let me describe to you a different way of looking at it and see if it helps you. It helps me. And I'm going to describe 2 computer simulations that shed some light. In 2012, they wrote a paper about a computer program they called Chinook. This program is an evolutionary program. It's a program that evolves itself. The programmer was designed to play checkers, but included in the program was a routine that would clone the program, the entire program, with a random variation. And then another instruction said, take the 2 versions of the program and play each other. And whoever loses dies, so to speak, and the winner will return to the beginning and start it all over again, clone itself, and play its clone, and the loser dies and the winner goes on. What this is mimicking evolution. And eventually, after many iterations, which the computer can do quite quickly, they wound up having a quite clever computer program that was pretty masterful. It beat the master of checkers. That computer is mimicking the way we humans learn, how we grow in knowledge. We try things. If it doesn't work, we learn from that, we go on, and we get better. In 2007, before this, there was another computer simulation, another computer model to play checkers, which I think mimics the mind of God. This makes sense that it came here earlier because God precedes man. So what they did here was they took 50 computers and ran them 24/7 and compiled a database of all the possible moves that ever could be made logically in the game of checkers. There's just a finite number. The number is actually huge. It took them a long time to compile the entire database of moves. But now, when they're finished, that computer, when it plays checkers, every move that its opponent makes, it looks to the entire database and traces all the different variations that result in it winning rather than losing, and makes the choice that has the most likelihood of winding up winning. So you can never beat that game because that game knows the entire range of possibilities. It knows the future. Let's suppose that God thinks like that. In other words, God created. We're building on the fact that God created the universe. So he built in all the possibilities, all the permutations. He knows all the ways it could go. Whatever choice we would make, God knows what move to take to get to his desired end, so that it's running according to the way he wants it. He's not forcing us to make choices. Sometimes he takes away a choice because God has that power. Not like in the computer model where the computer couldn't subtract possibilities from the entire population, but God can do that because he's in control. He's thinking us up. So if there's a choice that we would make that goes where he doesn't want it to go, he could just not allow us to have that thought. But most of the time we're making choices, and he's able to juggle all the permutations and combinations. Huge number, but it's finite. And God is infinite. There's no limit that we decided before. So that means he's out of time because he's not governed by time. He knows all the possibilities. He doesn't really know the future. He knows all possible futures and knows how to choose to get where he wants to go. And that's a way to understand it. We remain with our free choice, and God guides us wherever necessary to control the future. Think about it. I think it really works. The cautionary note here, The Creator, we have no idea, because we're created and He's the Creator. We have no idea of what He's really like. We can't. But this is a way of understanding, from our point of view, how it might function. We have free choice, but God knows everything is going to happen.